Hello, it's Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter here. One of my favourite charity shops in Chester city centre has had a temporary accommodation and is moving back to its original accommodation this week, so they were keen to sell off some of the stock. As such, they had a special offer and it was fill a bag for £5. Well, I did, and it's so full that the bag burst. Look, it burst on the way home. But it's full of cottons and linens. Shall we take a look and see what I found for £5? So I bought 8 items, and because they've been scrunched up in that bag, they're quite creased. I don't mind that. They'll be washed and ironed before I quilt with them. This is a Peruna dress in linen. However, some of the trimmings are polyester. I'll make sure I avoid those. There is a good lining, which is linen in a contrast, that matches the design at the bottom. It fastens with a zip at the side. On the back, there are 2 darts that I'll be able to unpick. And there's also a lining here. A full-length lining of 100% cotton. So that's a great find. It happened to be a size 10 Peruna. This second dress is for George at Asda, and it's the type of style that I buy, but it's a little bit too small for me. It's linen with cotton braiding. There are no zips, buttons to undo, and on the back there are no darts either. So that's just simple undoing the seams and unpicking that braiding, and then I'll have a nice contrast. I bought a lot of greens and blues today. Let's just take a closer look. The braiding has cotton backing behind it as a second layer, and you can see the braiding fully at the bottom. This skirt by Atmosphere is linen with a trim and a rope belt. Unfortunately, the lining on this is polyester, which I won't use, and there's a zip. That's a great emerald colour. Right, back to turquoise. Now, this is one of 2 items that I've bought that is a linen and viscose blend. So Project Lioness won't take that, but there are other charities that will. I might make a one for Care Leavers. Care for Care Leavers. I'll put the name of the charity on the bottom, but because it's cut on the bias, there's a lot of fabric in that skirt, and I'll make full use of that feature as well. It's unlined by Daymart. This wrap over dress is by George at Asda. Wrap over means that you've got extra fabric wrapped over the front in the skirt, and that front piece is all one piece. Now, this is viscose and linen blend, so it's the second piece that's not 100% linen. Lots of fabric on the back and a long belt. It'll be interesting to see how these blended fabrics sew. As long as they're machine washable, they're accepted by the charities. Nothing special about this one, but this is 100% linen, Primark, and a lovely lemon colour. There's no label, it's been cut out in this top, but what's interesting about it, apart from the colour of green sage and the pattern design, is that it's Swiss dot, so it's lovely soft feel cotton, and there is some braid around the front and repeated around the back. Let's take a look at the back. There's long sleeves. Oh, there's a bit of folded over darts. On the back, it's been very well gathered, which means that there's a much wider width of fabric than is apparent. And this is a very pretty top. I found it in the children's section, but it's a very soft cotton striped denim with, as you can see, a longer shirt tail at the back, and there's some interesting applique on the front. I'm not sure how I can incorporate that, but there are long sleeves, and on the back again we've got some interesting gathers. So I did very well there on behalf of the charities. I did put some money in the tin as well, and I will donate back again because this charity is going to need items to fill up its new store, and then I'll go to that new store and buy from them again. So for now, this is Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back and join me again soon. Bye.